like that go.
Look at my cool lamp. Okay, let me turn it off. If you're interested in getting a lamp like that, just keep watching because this video is sponsored. Thank you so much to Deck Talk for sending us this super cute lamp. This is a smart floor lamp which has LED lighting. You can connect it to an app to change the colors and it's super cool. Me and FJ decided to go ahead and work on this lamp together. There was a pretty small user manual. It came with the base of the lamp and 2 boxes, so I figured it'd be an easy build. Basically, all you had to do to build this lamp was attach the 3 poles together, then use these tiny screws to screw all of them together, then attach it to the base and use the tiny screws again to connect it to the base, and then you could put the little LED strip. It was so easy and so quick to build, and it's super duper cute. The best part about this lamp is that it also works with Alexa and Hey Google, so if you have any of those devices, you can connect it right up to it. I also like how simple the design of the lamp is. I thought it was pretty cute. If you're interested in getting one of these lamps, check my description and use my code so I can give you 15% off. Now that you're probably back from my little advertisement, you can go in the description if you want that lamp. I'll get commission for anybody who uses the link. So if you want an LED lamp or you were looking for a pretty cool lamp to put in like your child's room, like your room or your like man cave or whatever, go ahead and grab that. So, that would make me happy. Anyways, we are going through it over here. We just survived a million trillion sicknesses. I mean, I had a cold and Fletcher had COVID, and then we had like some sort of food poisoning, stomach flu bug. Like, we have just been going through it, thing after thing. And I'm just holding on to my faith in God because I just feel like this is just my Job season. This just has to be my Job season because like everything has been taken. Like apartment, car, I'm gonna keep saying it, apartment, car, job, everything, just thing after thing after thing. And then we like lost our health there for a second. Fletcher had COVID, and then like I said, food poisoning, stomach flu, whatever the heck just happened to us. It was just crazy. To not to be TMI, but like lots of throwing up and like it was just crazy. And so now I'm finally past it. We're finally past it all. And things are starting to look up. Fletcher ended up getting a job. He's actually at jury duty right now, which is so adult of him to get called for jury duty. I've never gotten called for jury duty. And we're basically trying to get back into the swing of things. Like me being stay-at-home mom, him being the person who's like working. And honestly, it's been really stressful dealing with the aftermath of my psychosis. Oh my gosh. And like my thoughts and opinions being like full blast for everybody to experience, and dealing with people trying to navigate their beliefs. And I have been losing relationships with people, and honestly, I think it's just in God's divine timing, because there were certain relationships that I needed to let go of. There were certain people that I didn't need to be around anymore. And I always ask God, like, if I don't need to be around somebody, just remove them from my life. Like, if I don't need to be, just asking God to cleanse the stuff that is not on my path out of my life. And so I'm losing a lot of everything right now. Physical items, relationships, just everything. Without saying too much, to be honest, because I'm really trying to beat around the bush here. But without saying too much, it's just like a lot going on. And all I can really do is pray and hope that I'm being the best version of myself that I can be. Oh my gosh, it's just The worst part about being on here is like when social situations happen, you really can't talk about it because this is the internet. So without involving people who I don't want to even talk about on my channel, I've just been going through it. Like, and I just feel like I finally got myself back together, and I was finally in a place mentally where I felt okay, where I felt like I could, you know, rebuild my life, because my life has just taken a sharp decline. I mean, financially, I mean, mentally, I mean, everything, just relationships with everybody around me. Like, my life is just taking a sharp decline. And then I'm working on forgiveness because there's just so many people that I need to forgive. Like, because everybody's here for the first time in life, and I get that. But the amount of people who have just done me so wrong, and obviously I probably did a lot of people wrong too, and I could take accountability for that, and I can apologize for that. But the amount of people who have just done me wrong in this season of life made me realize, like, dang, I'm better off, not alone, but better off with certain people other than other people, because it just really confirms what God had been telling me before about moving and about distancing myself from my hometown and just going further south. I don't know where I'm going to move one day. I'm going to either be in the Carolinas, or I'm going to go to Florida, or maybe I'll go cross country and go down to Texas or Arizona or somewhere around there. But like, all I know is that Maryland is just not it. Like, I can live here, maybe at the very, 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 very bottom of here, but Maryland is just not, and I think I just need to be very far away from my beginnings, because you don't really get, trying to stab a freaking, okay, yeah, you don't really get to choose where you were born or who you are raised around, but you do get to choose who you want to spend your life around. And honestly, I think I'm in a season of life where I'm just trying to figure out, where do I want to spend my life? Like, where do I want to raise my children? And honestly, the more days that go by, the more I'm just feeling like I need to go far. I don't even know if Texas is where I would want to be. I would want to maybe go. I always wanted to go to Arizona, but I don't know what's going on over there. One day, you know, when we have the funds, we'll leave Maryland and we'll go somewhere. Probably, as long as there's certain laws that I need. Like, I have Maryland in me, so there's certain laws that I would want to be consistent with my new state. That it just needs to be consistent. Like, I like the age of consent law being at 16, because I felt like as a girl, I like the idea of you being able to go to OBGYN and get birth control without a parent. Like, I would want my daughter, even though I would take my daughter to get birth control if she was 16, if she wanted it, I still would want her to have the choice to do that discreetly if she didn't want to come to me. I hope she would want to come to me, though. I really do. But if she didn't, I would want her to have that option. And the same for my son. Like, I don't know if the age of consent laws changes anything for boys, because I know it changed a lot for me as a girl. But it didn't, I don't know if it changed a lot for teenage boys. But if he needs access to what he needs access to, then I'm going to make sure that he has access to it, if that makes any sense. But yeah. I've been trying to watch a lot of TV. I've been trying to play video games. I've been trying to honestly take my mind off of the trauma of life that I just experienced. And then the worst part about it is I went through a psychosis, and I come from a family that doesn't really believe in mental health. So, or it's not even that they don't believe in mental health, they just don't understand it. So it's very hard trying to navigate conversations with people who I'm related to, and they don't even really take the time to research what a psychosis is. Because I've had people conversating like with me being like, I don't like that you said this. I don't like that you did this. I don't like that you did this. And I'm just like, I don't remember. I was blacked out in a psychosis, in a mania. And I don't remember a lot. And so just navigating, trying to like have conversations with people, and they bring up things and I'm just like, thanks for telling me. And so I think I'm losing a lot of friendships, and well, not friendships, honestly, the only people that I'm not losing right now is friendships. It's the people, it's the people that you choose to be around, honestly. That's why I'm so grateful that I went to college, because I met so many good people. Oh my gosh, my life would be significantly worse if I hadn't gone to college and met like intellectual beings. Oh my gosh. Without sounding conceited or cocky, it's just hard when like 99% of our country is just not smart. I don't know how to describe that to people who live in America. I think you could understand that like a lot of our country is just like not smart, like not intellectual. And this is why I'm trying to read up on my Bible. I'm trying to keep researching. I'm trying to keep reading, because it's like, yeah, I don't have a lot of areas in which I am an expert. That's for sure. But like, oh man, the lack of like common knowledge is just crazy to me. And I wish our education system was better for that reason, because how are so many of us passing high school, but like we're just so not smart. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm gonna just keep praying to God that God surrounds me with more like intellectual beings and more Christian beings and more, there's just a lot of ignorance going on. Lots of ignorance. I'm just so tired of like hearing so many slick comments that are rooted in racism or some sort of phobia, whether it be there are so many topics that this video could turn into, and I just don't want to spiral. But just know that I'm okay over here. I'm just going through it a little bit. Like, I am purging relationships out of my life right now. I am purging just a lot. Like, a lot is. And so me and Fletcher are spending time every day to go through the Bible from beginning to end and just really break things down and study it and learn. And so right now I'm mostly just working on letting go of people, grieving the relationships that I had with people, and then navigating forgiveness. Like, I'm having a hard time forgiving people for all the BS. Like, there's just so much BS going on, and I'm having a hard time forgiving people. And I've been communicating with everyone with like love and light, and being so like nice and kind, and trying to just be like, oh, thank you for coming to me, and I forgive and I apologize, like apologizing, taking accountability, and just trying to move forward. But it's like, I want to get to a place where I can be who I was before my psychosis, where I didn't have no problems with nobody. Right now, I have a lot of problems with a lot of people. And it's like, it's all just stuff that I have to heal, because I know that I would never get any sorts of apologies from any of the people that I have on my mind right now. I'm like, it doesn't matter, because I've talked about certain things over and over and over with people, and I never get the accountability or the apologies that I want. And so I know that it's just the type of people that I'm around. I'm at a point now where I feel like there's only so much that you can do for certain people. And I'm just not going to keep playing the same games and doing the same things over and 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 over. Like, I made this one song that I play a lot where I just am talking to myself and I'm like, why do you keep going back over and over again? And honestly, that has a lot to do with certain relationships and certain people and certain relationships, because I have this weird desire, this weird need to be close with certain people that I really don't need to be close with. So like, I'm done with that. I'm about to just start looking to make new friends and looking to surround myself with new people in new places and just move on. And just because I realize, like, it's just about time. Sometimes I be feeling like I just need to drop off the face of the earth, like delete all my social media and just like nobody know what's going on with me ever. Like, just pop up in 15 years and have a whole new life, and people be like, oh my gosh, like, where have you been? Like, why did you abandon us? Like, that's really what I want to be like. I really just want to disappear off of the face of the earth and live my life peacefully, because I swear it's when you're talking to people. It's when you're talking to people and you're trying to be close with people and you're trying to be friends with people that there's problems. There's always problems. And so I'm just trying to keep my faith in God, because at the end of the day, I always tell my husband, it's just me, him, our children against the world. It's just us against the world. Just us and our relationship with God against the world. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to entertain anybody else. And I'm also learning that I don't have to explain myself to anybody else. And that was a hard one. Learning that I don't have to explain myself, because I'm a big oversharer and I'm a big trying to get people to understand my point of view. But I don't do that anymore. I don't do that, because if you don't understand my point of view, you're probably not going to understand my point of view. And we could sit there, we could talk about it for 3 hours. I used to be that type of person to sit there and ask questions and talk to somebody for like 3-4 hours, trying to get them to understand my point of view. But I don't need to do that anymore. If you don't understand my point of view, then you don't understand my point of view. And that's just that. And so I'm going to keep posting on here, because now that we're not feeling sick, I got to get back to my video diaring, because that's when I was my most sane, when I was coming on here and I was video diaring every day. Like, oh my gosh. In the book? I feel a little better after getting that out of my system. I'm probably gonna get my written journal and journal a couple pages, because I just need to like be mad. Like, I just need to be mad, and I need to be specific about why I'm mad, and I can't be specific on here because it's the internet. But yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next one.